up. So hello everyone, my name is Hasbaz, and welcome to this best of 3 FNATIC versus Warriors Gaming Union, the DreamLeague SEA Open Qualifiers. Not Open Qualifiers, but into closed qualifiers. What am I saying? The winners of this can qualify for the major, but this is a GSL format, so the winner of this will go on to play the other winner of the group. I will have a look at the proper brackets in a second, but let's have a quick jump into these bans so far. The Undying, the Tiny, as well as the Lich. These were all things we saw banned out a lot in the last patch. The Brewmaster, that's quite interesting. He usually made it through. I think that's targeted against FNATIC Ice Ice Ice. And I'm curious if they ban another Ice Ice hero like the Tide. Or something that was very popular in the last patch like the Grimstroke.
FNATIC's turn to pick. Dire team pick.
Elder Titan.
So they ban out the OD and that allows the Elder Titan to get through. We saw this guy so powerful thanks to his vision advantage that he gives, as well as his aura, just amplifying magic as well as physical damage.
Ten seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining. Dire team pick.
Dusk.
But yeah, there is no official coverage for this match, so I don't feel bad about covering it. That's honestly the main thing. I just don't want to tread on official coverage. So let's have a look here. The Tusk.
Ten seconds remaining. FNATIC's turn to pick.
Sorry, I will be talking about this cast in a second. Okay. I've got everything set up. Let's have a look here. They've picked the Tusk-Jakiro. This is their 4 position and their 5 position. So WG.U, they're not really revealing much about their draft. Thank you very much for the follow. And D-Gun111. Elder Titan. We talked about why he's so strong. He's probably a 4 position, but we have seen him played in the 5 position role here. I'm curious whether FNATIC just go with something simple like another support, or if they want to reveal where their draft is going. They do have a lot more reserve time than WG.U because they really thought about that OD ban. But time is ticking down here while they think about what they want to be saying.
FNATIC's turn to ban.
The Rubik. Okay, so I'm curious if that's a mid Rubik or a 5 position Elder Titan. Because Rubik, you usually don't see him in the 5 position just because he's one of those supports who really do require a fair amount of farm. So you don't want to see him relegated
10 seconds remaining.
to that position.
5 seconds remaining. Dire team ban.
But let's have a look at this ban. They ban out the Juggernaut. That's kind of interesting. I guess it's good with the Elder Titan when you reduce everyone's armor to 0. And Juggernaut... Oh, sorry, that they banned it for them. I mean, it's very good with the Tusk because you keep people in the shards and you're able to Blade Fury on top of them. So I do like that ban. And as well, Jug, he just seems to be, even with his nerf, one of the best carries in this patch.
5 seconds remaining. FNATIC's turn to ban. Ten seconds remaining.
Sorry, I will be right
5 seconds
with you
remaining.
guys. I'm just trying to tweet that I'm actually live. To get the ball rolling, feel free to follow me on Twitter if you want to. But I'll talk about the draft in 1 second. And my thoughts on it. Okay.
10 seconds remaining.
Okay, here we go. Let's have a look at these bans. Okay, so they ban out the Doom. So this might mean that they're thinking of picking a hero who you just want to eliminate from the fight. Someone like a Tidehunter for Isis Ice. We saw him do some really work in the major. This is kind of, it's, yeah. I think I'm the only one doing the FNATIC Warriors gaming game. I didn't want to step on anyone's toes. So I went looking for games that were uncasted. And I feel more drawn to the SEA region than China. But I probably will switch to China as these games go down and more official coverage comes out. So they ban out that Tidehunter. That's really heads up because I thought with the ban on the Doom, that's what they were heading towards. Because, you know, if you can get that Doom out on the Tide, you're not going to see any Ravage in the fight. So I think that's really heads up banning there. By these sides.
10 seconds remaining.
Alvician, didn't I see you around
5
recently?
seconds remaining.
Thanks very much. Get ready for a shout out of FNATIC Twitter. Oh, you're actually from FNATIC. Oh, awesome. Thanks very much. I did just tweet at you guys, so that'd be awesome. Mushi Dendi unfortunately did not make it to these qualifiers. The Tigers team didn't. I actually casted their elimination from these qualifiers on Noob from UA's channel, if you want to check out my highlights. Anyway, so we were talking earlier about the anti-mage. He is a carry. His only nerf that he really received, and this is one you might not have realized, was the fact that Battle Fury got nerfed quite heavily. So it actually slows down the anti-mage's farming speed by a fair amount. So that's something you might not realize, as well as the bug with his spell shield that gave him an extra about 25% magic resistance when he had spell shield up. So 2 nerfs to the anti-mage in this patch. But in the laning phase with the Tusk, still really powerful. Now, I like that pick of Centaur because he's someone who's obviously very tanky in the lane, offers you the lockdown and the catch for the anti-mage. And worth noting is Retaliate doesn't take mana. So he's, you know, even if you burn off all this Centaur's mana, he pops Retaliate and then he's still able to do a lot of right-click damage into your AM. That's a nice pick up there of the Centaur for the side of FNATIC. All you guys saying easy to FNATIC. Like, WG Unity, they've qualified for all these closed qualifiers recently. So I don't think I would count them out just yet. I'm pretty sure they qualified for ESL as well as this one. And their 4 position, Felix Xiaoboa, is actually currently on my friends list. So, exactly, a Centaur kills Anti-Mage. Oh my god, okay, so this is someone who got buffed in the patch. So, I'm curious if they'll try and lane the Batrider versus the Centaur, because that's just such a dominating matchup for this Batrider. In case you don't... Oh my god, you're always for that carry Medusa, man. But in case you don't know the changes of this patch, Batrider, they changed how his his second skill, where he lays down the fire, I can't remember the name of it at this moment in time, but it means he gets increased speed while he has it. So it lasts for less time, but he is able to catch up to people. So I expect to see some kills with lots of sticky napalm. And that's a really good pick. So they definitely won't want to lane Firefly. Thank you so much, Freak of Nature. I was dancing around it, but I got there in the end. So basically, Lifestealer, obviously a really good pick versus the Batrider because he can rage off those sticky napalms. So I think we will see WG Unity try to do something tricky with the lanes where they don't have to lane their Batrider versus this Lifestealer, just because that's such a bad matchup for this Batrider. But it is worth noting, as you get into the mid game, you know, Batrider, one of the few people who's able to catch that Lifestealer with the rage, you know, lasso. It is a magic immunity piercing disable. So it's really not that bad into the mid game, but it is a terrible laning matchup. Lifestealer did get a lot of buffs. You know what? Where we can cheat a little. Because I don't quite remember. He definitely was buffed on Lifestealer. I can't quite remember what it was. So we're actually going to look it up if I can find L ever. Legion Commander, Lifestealer. So base movement as well as base armor. Okay.
Dire team pick.
So it just means he's able to stay on top of people a lot better. And then this is the mid Kunkka. Okay. Kunkka, he doesn't lose many lanes, so I think it's a really good pickup when you don't know what you're up against. The Timber's already been banned out.
10
But
seconds
the
remaining.
Monkey King is still... Monkey King is an amazing mid pick here for the
5
side of
seconds
WG.U if
remaining.
they play it. I mean, it makes him so much stronger in the early game. I think... Oh my goodness, a Necrophos! Is this an... Okay, so this is a mid-Necro versus the Kunkka? Okay, guys, things just got interesting. The mid lane of FNATIC is Arbed. And in case you didn't know, MP stands for Mental Protector. This is FNATIC Mental Protector. But... whew. Okay, so let's think about this. Kunkka, obviously very good versus the Anti-Mage. Offers you a lot of catch. But nothing to say, you know, Kunkkas, they're usually very tanky, but, you know, you get him down to half health, you'll be able to kill him. Who do you guys think is going to win this game? I like the draft of FNATIC. The Centaur is a great carrier for for this Lifestealer, as well as the Elder Titan. I don't know if they'll win the lanes, but I think FNATIC will win the game. However, feel free to disagree with me. Tell me in chat who you think is going to win this game. FNATIC in exactly 43 minutes. You know what? I would like to see that. A 20-minute game. Wow. Freak, you're thinking that this is going to go down fast. Guys, I do like encouraging all of you to follow, but I would like to point out that I have hit exactly 420 followers. If you are into that kind of meme. Sadly, CJ, we're not changing game. This is the game I wanted to cast like all day, and I thought other people would be casting it. But obviously, as soon as the game starts, we're instantly into a pause. I mean, what else would you expect? $420. You're calling the cops? Come on, man. Don't call the cops. Guys, I stayed up to... This is 3 a.m. in the morning for me, and I stayed up to cast this because I wanted to see some amazing SCA data. So it's a pleasure to have all of you along here with me. While we wait for this game to actually start. So I think what's really important, if WG Unity are going to do decently in this game, they have to make sure the Batrider lanes versus the Centaur. They cannot lane the Batrider versus the Lifestealer. Oh, they're already tipping each other. That's what we like to see. You know, some friendly tips come right out. Thanks very much for tuning in, FNATIC. Kazak? Bit tongue-tied. Can't quite pronounce your name, but I mean, I like the FNATIC brand. I mean, as a UK person, even though it's an SEA team, I think it's cool to support I like the FNATIC franchise like a whole lot. Test crash dummy, you've got here just in time. The game hasn't quite started because seems to be experiencing some sort of pause. I'm not quite sure why. Zach. Okay, I can handle Zach. It's a pleasure to be casting this, in all honesty. No, exactly. That's what I was saying. Oh, okay. Elder Titan's now disconnected. That isn't great. But don't worry, we should be into the game fairly soon. I assume that Jabs will be right back. Yeah, Ice Ice on this Centaur. I mean, I think Ice Ice is probably one of the best offlaners. I think him, S4, and Pasha have to be like my top 3 offlaners. But Zai's quickly getting there. I mean, he was MVP of the last tournament, in my opinion. But it's just because Zai, he's been 4 position. He hasn't been offlane for that long. But it's taken me a while to come around to him as one of the best offlaners. But I think there's no doubt saying that Ice is. Okay, so let's have a think about this. I'm curious if they will try lane with Nico Baby just to secure the Anti-Mage's farm. Just because it's so important that he gets off to a good start.
Are you even trying?
We have a look at their items. Let's have a look. Is there anything funky? Quelling Blade, as well as already a Gauntlet of Strength, building into those early braces there on Arbed. Necro, he's doing what's similar to a Skyroth with the mantles before the Bell Tasman. Just needs that extra right-click damage, it looks like. Oh, what? Did someone just say restarting? Is Jabs restarting? Whew. I was like... I'm a Londoner. Through and through. You know what? I do remember that secret. I mean, Eternal Envy's Ember, that kind of thing. Yeah, like I do remember that secret that they just absolutely flopped at TI though. And someone is drawing pentagrams on the map. Who is that? That's Orange. So that that's DJ. DJ actually probably DJ I think is probably one of the best 4s. Like, during the last FNATIC team with Envy, him and Arbed, they really showed their stuff legitimately, I think. But we are currently waiting for this game to start. Just waiting for Jabs to come back. And I really hope he does. The annoying thing about not being in the official lobby is it's you can't always see whatever they're typing in the chat. Because we're not in the official lobby. But you can see they're having lots of fun here from the FNATIC side, drawing on the map.
Are you even trying?
Are you even trying? Nico Baby has all the good voice lines. What level is his AM? Let's see. It's silver. You get that as silver on AM? That's a really... Someone's drawing... He's drawing a heart rate. Damn. That's pretty damn good. That is a really good heart rate, like legitimately. Okay, this one isn't so good, but the other one you could see like the QRS interval. What has he done to his name? I mean, he's clearly got the biggest sponsor in the game, www. Did you not know about FNATIC's new sponsorship, Zach? By WW?
Straight to the bottom with you.
Okay, it looks like Jabs has reconnected, so I think we might be getting underway in this game.
Are you even trying?
If only I had text-to-speech and you guys could meme me with all those W's, but unfortunately I do not. Jabs has connected. What are we getting put here? Eternal Envy. Guys, do you see that? Jabs just wrote Eternal Envy. It looks like he misses the old FNATIC. Sorry, that was DJ. DJ misses Envy? Guys, you have to share that on Reddit if you manage to catch it in the... Like, if you clip this and take a screenshot of DJ writing that. Rivalry GG won't be happy. I honestly don't know what we're waiting for. We're waiting for this game to start. We had Jabs reconnect. We just sat here with 2 of the best SCA sides. Trust me, we don't want to eat. Oh, okay, that's not okay, DJ. No one look at the minimap. I need to hide the minimap. God, DJ, that's not cool. But he's obviously very bored. The best website in the game. I mean, guys, Cuckoo got banned for doing some pretty banned stuff. You don't want to end up the next Cuckoo just because you're drawing on a minimap.
Magic is an abomination.
I'm sorry, man. I'm not switching over to TNC. We're casting FNATIC. DJ, that won't be making the high. Oh god. I wish I knew what was holding us up and who we're waiting for, because Jab's reconnected, everyone's in the game. We just seem to be waiting for a go sign. I mean, you can see the side of FNATIC. DJ has kind of gone crazy. Just drawing whatever he can on this minimap. Behavior score minus 2k. Holy shit. This is... FYI, each team has 10 minutes of pause time. After that, the other team can resume. Oh my goodness, things are getting serious here with this pause time. I hope we don't see a game where, you know, it just... There's an instant forfeit. Like, we load into this lobby, this game's gonna be hype. Oh my god, Jabs is gone again. Guys, I think Jabs is having DDoS issues or something. This isn't positive for FNATIC. Oh, I feel it's bad for the broadcaster. Look at that, the admin, MB Duck. Guys, I just feel bad for him. He's sad.
Are you even trying?
But yeah, we live and we wait, really. Yeah, we're waiting for Jabs again. Oh my goodness. If they're all in the same house, then maybe he's just having computer issues or internet issues. The thing is, Inkar, I wouldn't be surprised if AA is killing it in the other game. But I don't want to leave this one because as soon as it starts up, and I mean, when you get tweeted out by the official FNATIC Twitter account, you can't just leave the game in a pause to cast something else. Let's hope they manage to find Jabs a non-wooden PC. Because I want to show everyone here what SCA has to offer. Because you've all seen the... have they tried turning it on and off again? I mean, you are right about that, aren't you? Okay. Let's... Okay, let's see if I can keep up on the minimap with DJ's precision. That's hard to draw straight lines on this minimap. DJ is good at this. It's a lot harder than you think. It's times like this I wish I had a co-caster to try and fill in with me.
Magic is an abomination.
What is Jabs doing? This is the question. Ingar, man, you know where you're in my Discord. If you seriously want to try co-casting with me, I'll do it. Oh, and L Death brings the weebs. That's exactly what this cast needed. Okay, Jabs is back. Everyone, fingers crossed for this, and we should hopefully be underway.
Are you even trying?
Oh my goodness, guys.
Step lively now. Your admiral is on board.
Welcome to game number 1. Finally underway. My name is Hazbaz. I'm going to be your cast today for this best of 3. FNATIC versus WG. In the first round of the major SCA qualifiers.
Step lively now. Your admiral is on board.
So, FNATIC, they've smoked up here. Are they trying to catch something up? They haven't leveled anything up, but they are running here. While they're doing that, will they get down a nice mid ward? They do have one here on Jabs if they want to do it. DJ, he hasn't quite skilled up yet. But for Felix Chabot, he's sitting on the high ground here. able to break their smokes if they were going to do anything. But look at this. The side of WG.U, they know what's happening. They're still all grouped together. But DJ, he's managed to get himself round to these trees over here. I think he's going to try and snipe the courier here on DJ. There's no other reason I can think of him sitting there, because he's not setting up for a kill. Anyway, Ice showing himself at this top rune with all his lovely W's on his centaur. And Velo. Actually, they haven't lane switched. They do have a ward here, so I think as soon as he sees the Lifestealer, so I'm curious if he stays in this lane. Because as we said before, the Bat Lifestealer lane isn't good for the Lifestealer, but over here, the side of WG Unity, they are fighting over these runes. So they are able to get one rune, but no one's taken this. There's a rune that's no one's touched, and I wonder who's going to realize that first. So it's 2 for the Radiant and 1 for the Dire, but just sitting here waiting for people to take it is this bounty rune. My pings don't do anything. Hello, he's sitting in the trees here. I'm curious if he's going to go cut the next wave. But you can't really... I mean, with Firefly level 1, you could cut the wave, I guess. But so, Ice, he's actually alone here in the top lane. And as we said before, DJ... Oh, they realized they haven't seen DJ in lane, so the courier is sitting at this tier 1 tower. So it looks like DJ isn't going to be able to get this courier snipe. Very heads up play there by the side of WG.U. But Nico Baby, look, they already are with the tag team, zoning back Ice as well as taking that dual breath. Almost down to half HP already. And DJ, he realized he wasn't getting that courier kill. And with him showing in lane, I expect the courier to be delivered to nothing to say. Worth noting is that Jabs has successfully got off the pull, but he did eat the dual breath here of Kang. But Ice just laying into Felix Shalboa. And this Kunkka under the tower of nothing to say. But you can see in the CS, he is ahead. I think first blood is probably going to happen in the top lane, so that's where we're going to focus our attention. They have the full tri-lane here for WG.U. We said this might happen as they try to defend Nico Baby's farm. And it looks like Ice, they just don't want to fight up against it. They have the ward here, so they know what's happening, and they're going to go pull the lane for the next one. So this mid lane, Arbed, he doesn't have the range. They recently told you that there is a range on Tidebringer, in case you didn't know it. But Nico Baby is our #1 CS at this moment in time. And this bottom lane is actually going a lot better for Velo than I thought it... Okay, no, 2 CS. I thought him having the creeps at his tower would mean something, but... Versus this Lifestealer actually hasn't even felt the need to level Rage. If he knew that there on Velo, he might be a bit more aggressive. Ice successfully getting off his pull with the retaliate stacks. Even pulling the creeps round the mid lane. But worth noting that this has left Nico Baby to have absolutely free farm. But with the level 2, Velo is now able to cut this wave. And Ice, he's actually just sitting in the mid lane, farming his creeps. And in the top lane, Jabs, he's hit level 2. He doesn't have Stomp. He has a natural order. But with the dual breath, are they going to be able to kill him? He mangoes so that he can TP out, and they don't have anything to stop the TP. So Jabs is going to be just fine, not giving away that first blood in this top lane. And they have not got the rune yet. Good idea for asking that. But now they have the slow onto Arbed. They actually only have 2 in the death plus, but he is getting very low. So it's... worth noting is that the heal is now on Heartstopper Aura. That was the big change to Necrophos in the 720 patch. Changing the heal to the Aura over the Death Pulse. Though he needs to get some levels in that. They have the slow of the tag team. They get the stomp, so there's not going to be that much damage. But that dual breath, as well as one more hit. But the shards, they miss. Felix Shalboa, unlucky on those shards. The Velo, it looks like he's going to try and pull again. He sees DJ pulling. Luckily, he has this ward here. I think this mid lane is looking fairly interesting. You can see this Necrophos is ahead of Arbed. Something I didn't quite know that would happen, but I guess he's someone with enough regeneration. A nice stop there, but they do get the slow of the dual breath. And now, Felix Shalboa, he just needs to connect with that tag team. The shards, they do latch on, and there's no mana left with the tag team and this Elder Titan. He doesn't have Stomp, so I think that's probably going to be first blood given over by Ice. And it is Kang on the Jakiro clearing it up. Nothing to say. In this mid lane, he is beating Arbed, but he does luckily have that XTP, so he's able to regen fairly easily. We haven't quite seen the impact of Jabs' eldest item, but he does have the level 1 natural order. So maybe that might allow them to get a kill with some sort of amplification of damage. But Batrider, he's been by himself all this time, successfully getting off this pulse, managed to find an arcane rune. This rune is going to go the full 5 minutes. But they have the slow onto Velo of the open wounds, but I don't think it's going to be quite enough as he walks away. In this top lane, Jabs and Ice, they're looking for something. But they're not going to quite catch out Kang. We're coming up to the 5-minute mark. And this rune is not got. Sorry, I just can't get over it. Maybe if Velo goes to look for the runes a bit earlier, he'll be able to get it. He's trying to farm up this stack at the same time. MP taking a lot of damage. Velo, he's going to see it. He sees this rune. Finally at the 59-minute mark. That rune is taken. What amazing play there. Oh, hello, Eddie Galato. It's been a while since I've cast that time. The shards, they catch in Ice. They have the tag team, but do they have enough damage? There's no one else hitting into him. And Jabs hits like a tank with 33 extra damage thanks to that spirit. Nico Baby, he needs to be careful. Blink's still on cooldown. Arbed, his TP actually. If this Necrophos hits level 6, Arbed, he needs to be very careful. Taking that death pulse damage. Luckily, he does have a salve. But look at this. Velo, he rotates in. They cancel the salve. And now, thanks to that extra speed of this Firefly, he's going to try and run down Arbed. Lucky, good TP in there by DJ. Saves the life of Arbed. But as soon as they get that side, they use it on DJ, but there's not going to be a kill. He was at basically full health and nothing to say. He's going to pay for that with Ice rotation in with the stomp and the kill. And that's a big kill on nothing else to say. Just over eager to use that scythe. They don't even get the kill on GJ, and they waste that ultimate with a very long cooldown. So nice rotation there by DJ as well as Ice into this mid lane. So Ice, he is having a rough time here in this top lane, but luckily that kill should hopefully bump him up a tiny bit. Invis rune here on Felix Shalboa. He sees where Jabs is, but he's not that far forward, so I doubt they're going to be able to catch him out. And look at that, Jabs. They realize that the spirits saw a hero. They know that there's an Invis hero because of the effect of the spirit. That's really heads-up play by the side of FNATIC. Something I probably wouldn't notice at all. They do see this rotation in from DJ on the side of WG.U, thanks to that ward. But it's worth pointing out how ahead MP is. I don't think he's quite able to kill Velo. He is able to go through the trees. He is just chasing him down. He is faster. But Velo, he is going to be just fine, actually. But a lot of damage leveraged into that Batrider. As we said, a bad matchup for him. So Nico Baby just jumping to safety. Felix Shalboa sitting in the trees here. Nothing to say. Did take that tumble, and it's allowed Arbed to recover a fair bit. The CS difference, not as big as it was, but you can look at all these denies here on the mid lane Necrophos. Just mimicking the stun on Ice. This is what he likes to do. So Velo, he's back on the lane. He's healed up. He has his bottle. And it looks like he's just cutting the wave, and he'll farm this camp if there was anything in it at the same time. But instead, he's going to get this second creep wave. I don't think he's able to with the expiration on Firefly. Nothing to say. Is level 7. And that scythe is off cooldown once again if he manages to get Arbed low enough. But over here, they see Felix Shalboa. They see the big stack for the Elder Titan. I'm curious about how much damage it gives him. Look at these triple stack Jabs. He knows what he's doing. They have the X as well as the boat coming in. Nothing to say. And now they hit him so hard. Jabs, he hits for 200. He gets the scythe out, but it's wasted on Arbed. The stun, it just wasn't enough with this rotation in from DJ as well as Jabs. And that's a big kill on this mid lane Necrophos. The shards, they do manage to catch Ice. He has no mana left. And with that mana void, that's an easy kill there for Nico Baby. So Ice might be having a rough time, but these 2 kills on the mid lane Necrophos, his early advantage is going to waste. So, Nico Baby now in this top lane. Let's have a look at how far away from his Battle Fury is. Only going for one of those Wraith bands. And he needs another about 3k gold. Maybe, no, it's probably closer to 4k if I'm honest. I was trying to be optimistic for the side of WG.U. And in this farm, it is actually even. I mean, you can have a look at the net worth, and it's basically even at this point in time. So no one getting out to a massive advantage except for this MP Lifestealer. And it looks like he is going for the Armlet Desolator build on the Lifestealer. So he wants that physical damage. No Radiance for him today. And I'm curious about how mid lane Necrophos builds. He's building a Veil. That's why he has the Crown. You don't see a lot of them. And Arbed, is he a fan of the Armlet? Is he a fan of the Shadowblade? So much possible itemization here for the side of FNATIC. And we're going to switch over to net worth, and you can see how far ahead MP is. Even though it was a dual lane and the tri lane of Nico Baby, he got a few kills, but it didn't pay off as much as the free farm. They get the slow as well as the shards, the tag team. They do just get the stun, so they manage to get the slow thanks to the hit of this Jakiro, but he's going to be just fine on this tanky centaur with those double bracers. And then over here, he's running down Velo. Is Velo able to make it to the high ground? He is just in time. And that will allow him to be okay. So 3 runes, actually. No, it was a bottled and activated rune. I take that back. So it's 2 runes a piece, I think. So they only managed to get off the slow, but not the damage of the dual breath there. And now they have level 7 on Velo. They're trying to get a kill with it. DD here on nothing to say. You can see he is ahead of the Kunkka by a fair amount, even after his 2 deaths. But Arbed, he knows how to go to the jungle to recover. This is no longer an ancient camp, so you are able to find it. And Stampede, he's just instantly hit level 6. The Ice Path hits north. And Jabs, look at all that bonus damage. Hits for 200 as well as that retaliate. They both hit really hard, but they brought in Felix Shaboa as well as Velo, stealing the kill there with that Mana Void. But they're pulling him back here onto Jabs and Nico Baby. They're going to get another kill here onto Jabs. But the shards, it actually saves his life. But no, with the blink forward, Nico Baby, no, Velo is able to get the last hit. They looked like they were trying to give it to their AM, but Felix Shaboa missed another Ice Shards. That's the second Ice Shards we've seen him miss. And all the while that happened, Mental Protector, he took this bottom tier 1 tower. But 2 nice kills. Anti-Mage is still farming fairly well. Has the Demon's Edge, so it's only about 2k away now from this Battle Fury.
Admiral is on board.
So Velo, he sees this big stack. He can probably farm the Ancients with the level 4 Firefly, but it's a bit risky to do it. Jabs, look at this. He's just stacking all these camps. There was a stack here, but it looks like Isosice has farmed the easy camps. But this massive ancient stack is just gonna be there for Arbed to farm up once he has his Armlet online. So nothing to say, he's left the mid lane, defending this top lane. The Armlet is completed here for MP. And building straight into his Desolator. He just wants to be able to do all that physical damage burst. Arbed looking for his Armlet now. It looks like he doesn't even need it to clear through the stack, is at least what he's saying. But all the meanwhile, they haven't pressured this Anti-Mage. So he honestly might hit a timing where he is able to just accelerate to a point where he's able to win these fights for the side of WG.U. So Arbed farmed that big stack that did accelerate him in gold ahead of the Necrophos. Looks like all the work Jabs did is paying off. And also worth noting, Jabs does get some gold from his stacks himself. That's going to allow him to buy those juicy, juicy wards. Vision, almost important as damage items. So, Felix Shaboa, he has his own completed. He'll want to get some kills so he's able to build up charge. And now, Stampede goes forward. They see nothing to say. And Arbed, he is sitting here on the side. I don't think this is what they were expecting. He's going to take a lot of boat damage. It seems Jabs did go down to Velo. But we're going to watch this fight in the top lane. Kang, he reveals that he's here. But nothing to say. He does have any stick charges left. And they actually pop out. They do get the kill with that. With the Tidebringer hit, I think it was. The Infist damage didn't manage to do it. The Ice Path, they do dodge it. And Felix Shaboa, he's going to be next. And Kang, don't think you're going away. They do connect the Torrent as well as steal some of his spells with DJ. And that is a triple kill here in this top lane. So allow us to have a look at what just happened there with my replay. Look at this. They have the snowball. It takes them in over into the jungle. The Ice Path doesn't connect onto anyone much except for Arbed. They lay out the dual breath, but they're just hunting them down. They kill off the Tusk easily. They connect the torrent, just stealing his spells, and Arbed gets that full triple kill. Yes, I have production, guys. I have production quality. Welcome to Hazvaz's stream. Anyway, they smoke up here for the side of WG Unity. All they see so far is Ice and Jabs in the mid lane, but it looks like Ice is the one they want to kill. They have actually a DD on this Batrider, but I doubt it's going to do much. This is a tanky boy. Their smoke does break, and now they see Ice. They get the tag team. He gets the nice stomp off, but the shards will finally connect. They don't seem to need them because they have the snowball, and that is going to be enough. Not even burning lasso. Jumping forward, and the Mana Void. Nico Baby, he is just cleaning up those kills with that Mana Void. I'm curious about the amount of times he's killed Ice because it has been a fair few times. So after that kill bottom lane, they've seen the main side of WG Unity. So FNATIC, they are going to take this tier 1 mid tower. A really important tower to get. Just allows you to now totally invade this jungle with these deep wards. And they have an idea. Look at this. This is Observer Ward. Scouting out, nothing else to say. If they managed to catch the X-Boat on him again, he would have been dead meat. But luckily, he retreats just in time. Had an inkling about what was up.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
Okay, so Velo farming the enemy jungle on this Batrider. He has his drums completed and the Tranquils. So I think he won't be building Boost of Travel. Is going to be building into that Blink Dagger next. I'm pretty damn sure. And they TP top here. This is one of the good things about having a Jakiro. It does allow you just to be able to push out. And over here they've caught Arbed. And finally, we're seeing the first scythe kill of the game. Able to bring down that tanky Kunkka. They do lose their Tusk in return, but I think they'll be more than happy with that. Nothing to say, he's been itching to use his scythe since he hit level 6, and luckily he's got his first successful one. But they do get the lift. He does have that Ghost Shroud. And do they have enough damage here? With the AM and the Mana Void coming in, they are able to kill off DJ, and now Velo, he doesn't have any lassos, so they're not going to be able to chase this Lifestealer. And the Stomp from Jabs also allowing for the disengage. It's worth noting that Ice Scythe, he has been recovering on this bottom lane. He's pretty damn close to his Blink Dagger if he wants it. So, let's take stock of where things are. Anti-Mage, Battle Fury completed at the 16-minute mark. That has accelerated him to #1 in net worth, and so we should see his lead start to grow quite steadily. MP, we haven't really seen any Infest bombs, and I think that's probably because Ice did have such a rough laning phase. Without the Blink Dagger, they're not quite able to make anything happen. But after this creep wave, they will have it, so I'm curious to see if him and Ice do link up afterwards. Kunkka just using that X to safely push in this mid lane. Oh, hitting the torrent as well as the boat. Sorry, as well as the Tidebringer.
Radiant's bottom tower is
But after seeing everyone around the map, the side of WG.U, they are grouping up to take this tower. They do have a Jakiro aiding the push with that Liquid Fire. Actually sitting in the trees here, not revealing everyone. But as soon as that glyph fades, nothing to say, is going to pop out like a bad Jack-in-the-Box.
Lively now. Your admiral.
So, this is what we said. As soon as the Blink Dagger, the Infest for MP comes. But they roll forward. They do see him. They don't know the Lifestealer's there, however. They do manage to get the lasso off. But the Stampede, and now they're actually turning this fight. They lost their Tusk on finish up hour instantly. And it looks like Velo's going to be next. Do they have anything to stop this TP of Kang? They don't. But that was them initiating. They just didn't realize that MP was inside that. Centaur, a nice fight there for the side of FNATIC.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
That's really kind of unfortunate. Nico Baby, he's kind of afraid. Does have his Yasha online.
Clear sailing now.
And Arbed has an Arcane Rune if he sees Kang. Oh, Kang, I think you're pretty dead. He actually didn't go for the X Torrent. But with the lift, do they have enough? The Ice Path stolen by the Rubik. That's such a great sell. X Boat. I think that is a pretty dead Jakiro, especially with the last hit coming in from this Lifestealer. Lifestealer, more like Kill Stealer. First to 10 kills, FNATIC. For all you betters, you can feel better now if you bet on FNATIC. But Nico Baby is still top of that net worth. Hasn't accelerated as far ahead as we thought he would.
tower.
MP is really keeping up his farm. He has his Desolator completed, and that just allows him to chunk through these towers.
Dire's top tower has fallen.
Lively now. Your admiral is on board.
So, Lifestealer is they ever since taking this mid tower, they haven't left the dire side jungle. They've been controlling this with wards and vision. It looks like Arbed, he's being very careful about this. He's not overextending. He's using the X to push out these waves and then taking himself back, so they're not able to get the pickups with the Necros. We really haven't seen the impact of this mid Necros. He had such a good laning phase as they go off to kill Velo. This is the Infest bombs we were thinking. The Centaur and the Lifestealer. There's just nothing you could do. Kang, Ice Path, he is caught up, but Felicia Bauer is sitting on the backlines. It looks like that is a missed Earth Splitter, but there's nothing they can do to save their Jakiro. I bet he's going to be just fine because they don't want to commit. There was no one behind this Tusk, so he doesn't want to sacrifice himself as well as his Jakiro. Nico Baby, off this creep wave, he'll have the money for his Manta Star, and he has it being flown out to him. But you can see, just look at the map control, look at the towers. This is what FNATIC are doing. They're not that far ahead on CS, but at the moment they are taking Roche. We should have seen this earlier. Thanks to the Desolator, they have enough minus armor, and the Lifestealer has that life steal, so it doesn't quite mind hitting into it, especially when Ice is tanking for you. And look at that, a lovely regen rune after losing all your health to Roshan. Nothing could be better for the side of FNATIC. Now at a 2k lead. Nico Baby, he has his Manta Style, so if he sees someone squishy like the Rubik, he can instantly blow them up with the Manta Style. Blink. He'll need 2 more, I think. He's cutting his way through the trees with the Battle Fury. But he now sees MP, so I don't think he's going to go for it. Or will he? MP can't kill him before he can blink away. But they see him with the Ice Path. They figured out that he was in the trees. They had Velo rotating in, but it looks like there's going to be no kill here for Nico Baby. Unfortunate for him. But yeah, this mid Necrophos, he had a good mid laning phase, but we just haven't seen any impact for him. This Reaper side that's been off cooldown the whole time. I think him and Velo, they should have teamed up with this Blink Dagger. They should be looking for kills the whole time, every time their ultimates are off cooldown. And we just haven't seen that from the side of WG Unity. Whereas FNATIC, you know, these Infest Bombs, the moment they got the Blink Dagger, they got a fight. And they're just doing it again and again. Using their timings, using their advantage. And look, they're pinging out with nothing else to say. Just this map awareness. Such a good idea. But look at that. They don't know that he's inside Isis, and now he's going to reveal himself. They just want this tier 2 mid tower. They want to push this map control. This is what we've been saying for the side of FNATIC. And worth pointing out that they have the Aegis. So even if you kill MP once, I doubt you're killing him twice. Jabs has an Urn of Shadows.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
But nothing else. He is playing 5 position well and truly here on this Elder Titan. But it's worth noting that he does provide this aura, at least when it gets leveled up. And now the Infest again. Every time Infest is on cooldown, this is what we like to see. Teams really trying to fight, really trying to use their timing. And MP, you know, he's not spending too long inside. He is keeping up in the CS almost with this AM. It's so impressive what they're doing. And now, Velo, have you shown on the wave? We're following Isis Ice. He does have an Emiz rune, and they didn't see it. That is a Radiant Sentry.
Radiant are scanning.
But they're TPing to this bottom lane. It looks like if they're not going to find any kills, they at least want the last tier 2 tower on the map.
Step lively now. Your admiral is on board.
So, Ice still MP is infested, but again reveals just under the tower. Felix Sharpo, he's hiding in these trees, but luckily Jabs, he hasn't gone to scout it. He's busy dewarding. And AM, he's trying to put on that split pusher. He's cutting these waves. He's pushing these towers. But they've lost their 2-2, and I'm curious if they will try to go high ground. DJ, he blinks forward. They get the lift off. But the 4-star, or nothing else to say, is going to save that Jakiro. But MP, he rages up. That means the Ice Path does nothing, and that is an easy kill on Kang. The Yules, it does mean he manages to dodge the torrent. No, he doesn't. The boat, it hits him and nothing else to say. They use the infest damage, and do they have enough? Yes, they do. They take him down with the urn, and there's no buyback from this necropose. Velo, he does pull back Arbed, but he has a BKB, and he's just going to dance himself away. As well as Felix Chalboa just running away from the damage. So a really good fight there for the side of FNATIC. They force the buyback from Kang, and they kill nothing to say, and they don't even lose their Aegis. MP, he's going to try and heal with these open wounds. But unfortunately, that Centaur didn't quite have enough health for him. But a big fight win there for FNATIC. This anti-mage, he's not quite ready to fight. He needs this Skadi. I honestly would prefer him going for a basher. I think he needs to be able to man fight against the Lifestealer. And Skadi isn't going to enable it. They're rolling forward here with the snowball. But look, the entire team is here. He needs to be careful here when they start the ice path. They burn all the mana off MP. But the boat, the mana void, it isn't quite enough to kill anyone. And they've lost their Batrider. It was them who initiated on the side of WG. And they still have the Aegis, not managing to get rid of it here on MP. DJ picking up some bounty runes. Nice for him. But look at this, 7k goal lead. It was so even up until recently, but now things and the win percentage suiting in favor of FNATIC. It used to be so even. But Nico Baby, we just haven't seen his impact. And he's even building a BKB on AM. That's something you never want to have to do. But he's just afraid of all the disable of the Centaur of the Rubik.
Double damage.
Because, you know, they land one stomp on this AM and they're able to finish him almost instantaneously. Thanks to that physical burst here of MP. SNY completed. And look, he's even building a nullifier. He'll be able to purge off that Ghost Shroud. Oh, and Kang, you're found in the trees again. Remember, this man, he has no buyback. And they might not have Aegis anymore, but I don't think they're going to stop the push. They know there's no Jakiro. Yule's up to just get rid of that DD on MP. Pretty heads up play, but they get the torrent. And he can't dodge the X because he's already used his Yules. And that forces out the glyph for the dire side. Nico Baby has enough money for his BKB if he wants to buy it outright. But it just feels so bad on an anti-mage to have to buy BKB. I've said this before. And DJ has a double Blink Dagger with the help of that AM stolen ability.
Back so soon?
So 7k goal lead. AM, oh, he's already stopped split pushing. You really could have pushed this harder. Like, they're not seriously pushing this, and he could have forced more rotations if he had continued to the tier 2 tower here on Nico Baby. But it looks like he wanted to come back just to get his BKB. And now, smoke up Velo. He does have Lasso. They know there's no Aegis. They really want to get at least one kill. It's been a bit of a kill drought for the side of WG recently. And they're streaming forward. The smoke does break. Does he see DJ? Unfortunately not. Firefly, they see MP. They have the lasso, but do they have the damage? I don't think they do. This isn't the one you want to be going on the light. And look at all that damage on Nico Baby. He pops the BKB, the ice one. They have caught, burn all the mana, as well as the mana void. And the side, they do finally manage to kill MP here. Nico Baby, that BKB saving his life. And Arbed, he doesn't have any mana, but they leap forward. And it looks like Velo, he is going to be the one to pay the price for that kill on MP. There's stolen side there from DJ. Heads up Rubik play, and that's going to increase his death timer. But they'll be very happy about that and feel a lot safer on the map with that Lifestealer dead. And that manages to bring the net worth lead to only 6k.
Rubik the Unseen? Why, yes.
Ice Path on. But look at that. The Elder Titan Earthspitter. It allows them to take down nothing to say. Even with this Lifestealer dead, they're still running across the map. They're not afraid of anything. Arbed, he has the Chrysalis, as well as his BKB. And this ward over here, Felix Chalboa, he needs the snowball. Where is it to? Oh, it's to Jabs. It's not to any creep away. So I think this is a very dead Tusk, and it is.
Another falls on my boot.
So, Ice, he's building that full Aghanim Scepter. Just to mitigate all that damage coming out from the side of WG. Someone gets caught in Lasso, and he just pops Stampede, and you're not able to blow them up. Which is what they need to do.
Oh, your admiral is on board.
And Abed, almost at his full dead list, only needs another 1,000 gold. And this Nico baby AM, this BKB, man, it keeps you alive, but it means you really don't do much in the fights. He just doesn't do enough damage. He might be number 1 in the net worth, but it honestly doesn't feel like it at this point in the game. 30 minutes in. And DJ just happily farming ahead of the fellow Batrider. This is why DJ is one of the best 4 positions. He just finds all that space on the map. He's able to set things up, and he gathers all this farm on the map. But again, pushing in these waves. He doesn't even need to use the torrent anymore because he has that chrysalis damage. No smoke here, but it looks like they're going to try and secure 2 runes for the side of Warriors Gaming.
Step lively now. Your admiral is on board.
Got it.
So Abed, he is smoked up. He is popping the taunt. I feel like Abed has just been dancing all throughout this game. And look at this, the side of WG there, really hoping someone to show on the map. As are FNATIC, but they've just totally missed each other. But Nico baby, I mean, he has the BKB, he's safe. I think he should just be split pushing these lanes as hard as possible, if I'm very honest. But he's forced to play this defensive style, is at least what he feels. So over here, they've caught Velo high grounded, I assume by DJ, and that stolen Reaper side. DJ was holding onto it, and this is the second time he's killed Velo, and they see the gem. They see the gem, and they're going to steal it. That's the gem stolen away from the side of WG, putting their advantage at 8k. Ooh, Velo just fed a few too much. Abed, he actually just X'd himself here. Does do the split push, and then he's able to rejoin his team. But Nico baby, the backdoor regen won't appear in time, so he is finally able to take this tier 2 tower. But Roshan is back, and MP, he wants it. He wants that big man to fall.
Step lively now. Your admiral is on board.
That should help.
And DJ, he's just gathering the runes. The runes were taken. It's a bit of a spectator bug.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
So Nico baby, they're in Roshan. They know they're in Roshan. But he just wasn't applying the pressure to this tier 3 tower. And this has given MP another Aegis. And with that, he'll have his nullifier pretty soon. And I think that will just lead to the high ground push. Kunkka completed Daedalus. Centaur, he's going to be the one to stop this. And they do manage to kill Felicia Boa. It looks like he just went too deep. Able to get off that Earth Splitter, as well as all the damage coming from ISO size, from his stomp, from his double edge.
Yes, X marks the spot.
Oh no, that isn't a T-Tours, man. I caught the end of that kill. And who expects the Tusk to be diving the tier 3 at this point in time? Anyway, we're going to follow MP for a fair bit. He needs 700 gold until he hits this nullifier. And then this Necrophos is just food for him. But DJ has the gem forced off, as well as Ether Lens. He's able to catch pretty much anyone. Stolen Jewel Breath, it's only level 2. Not the best skill for him to nick. But the side of FNATIC, they are grouping up. They're pushing in these 2 lanes. You see Isosize, he is pushing in bottom. And they are pushing in mid hard with MP, as well as the rest of the team. And MP, he's happy just to go to this high ground. Look, they had the X-Mod, but he went in so deep. And he doesn't quite have the nullifier yet, so he'll be able to get the ghost shot. But it means he just dies to the boat even faster here and nothing else to say. So 1 easy kill. Are they going to buy back AM? He is split pushing. This is what we wanted to be seeing from him all throughout the game. The Ice Path, it does catch MP, but they just have 0 follow-up damage at all for him. They're not buying back. No, they finally are with AM. He is rotating in. But on the backline here, sorry, they do manage to kill off the Jakiro. He's going to buy back MP. Ice Shards, it does catch him in, but Velo, he's sitting over here. Do they have vision of him? It doesn't quite look like it. And nothing to say, he's just taking this Tidebringer damage while MP, he hits the racks. They do have Lasso, but remember this man, he does have Agent, and there you go, the Nullifier. It's delivered. So they're going to kill his first life. They are bringing him deep. DJ, he does steal the Lasso, but it's not that useful. Full on Rubik. Are they able to kill off MP? I thought they'd be able to, and they do take down the Aegis, but that Earthsplit, they're doing a lot of work and allows them to kill the Tusk. And over here, they've killed the AM. He has no buyback. That's a dead AM. And with that, I don't think there's anything they can do. MP, he's put back. He's Yules into the out. Nothing else to say. Well, now MP, he's streaming forward. They hit the torrent. And they kill him just right off that nullifier. It means he can't get into the Ghost Guard form. Finisher he jumps forward, but he's being pulled back by the X. And GG is called by the side of WG Unity. FNATIC winning this game in 35 minutes. It was fairly even for the first 20 minutes. But then, FNATIC just showing their quality. And taking game number 1 in this best of 3 series.